Hey y'all, it's Umi Genevieve, laced in space constellations on LSD. Thanks for tuning in to each and every one of you. So grateful for the confirmations. Thank you for the bookings. And I just want to let you guys know right now I'm having a promo, 40% off on all sessions till January 4th. And the code is Black Friday. So I just want to put that out there. But thank you guys for being here with me. Now I wanted to talk about the biggest struggles for each modality. Now let's break down the modalities real quick, right? So we have Cardinal, Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn, which rules the angular houses, 1, 4th, 7th, and 10th. Then we have Fixed, which is the succeeded houses, which is Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, which rules the 2nd, 5th, 8th, and 11th. And then we have Mutable, which rules the cadent houses, which is Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius, and the houses are 3, 6, 9, and 12. Now, as a cardinal, you are always an initiator. You are usually first in your family. You usually come into spaces where you are the generational curse breaker. As a fixed, you are the support systems of your family. You are connected to the finances, the resources of the family. And as a mutable, you are the traveler of the family, the thinker of the family, the questioning of the family, and the one that's here to let you know that you can expand your horizons. Now, I wanted to talk about the struggles, right? And this is just to help those out there who may feel like they have setbacks. They're not always too sure of what direction they should go towards, where their energy usually centers and focuses in. This is for you. So we're going to start off with the Cardinal. Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn. One of the first things as a Cardinal that can be one of the first things to center as a Cardinal is that you are always coming in first. You always feel like you must take action. You always feel like the one that takes on a lot of the obligations in the family. So one of the things that I want Cardinals to really center on is accepting that many times you guys struggle with a mood disorder, feeling incredibly unhappy when you aren't working or keeping yourself busy, which can sound sane, but to Cardinals that can actually be a crutch. Like you're really too hard on yourself, and when you feel like you don't reach a certain milestone, especially when it comes to like where you're standing within your peers, you may feel like you're a failure. And the feeling of feeling like a failure can do a number on Cardinals because they're usually first generations. They usually feel like they are the biggest representations of the family. And many times they are favored in a certain way that are bestowed a certain responsibility. And when Cardinals start to feel like they are a failure within themselves, they now start to take on a lot of this chronic depression. Many Cardinals can even struggle from seasonal depression, and they may not always feel like they have this or connect to this because they're always trying to keep busy, push their body, push their mind until they hit a wall. And Cardinals have hit a wall in the last 2 to 3 years. Since 2021 and on, the Cardinals have felt where they need to work on like their emotional well-being. They need to understand that many times they can't save people, that they're not their siblings' parents, they're not their parents, and that it's not fair to them to have so much put onto their shoulders. And especially for the Cardinals, working on strength training, working on building the core, working on really regulating, finding better regulation of the nervous system, knowing that pressure should not always be walking with you, that you are allowed to relax is important. Another thing for Cardinals is accepting that they're always going to come into like culture clash. It's very likely that as a Cardinal, Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn, that you may be in a room that way you are in a minority, or you're dealing with minority type of situations. Like example, as a Cardinal, you can be like the first person of color, the only person of a certain background, culture to be in a room. And this may open up a lot of political conversations for you that can be a little uncomfortable, but you are a political centerpiece. Like you are that. It's actually very likely for cardinals to even go into politics. Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn. You are, when you say the generational curse breaker, you are the one that ends gatekeeping. You are the energy that is a representation in the room. And you'll find that once you separate yourself from any type of prejudice, racism, that you can find a lot of growth in your life. So it's very important to know that you are going to be the one that opens a lot of those blocks when it comes to change of traditions in your family. And that's okay. Be comfortable in this. Become a pioneer in this area. Now for fixed placements, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. One of the biggest struggles that you can have and where you need to learn how to accept is that you have strong insecurities around money. In another lifetime, you could have experienced a loss of wealth or extreme poverty, which has trickled into this lifetime, and it brings a self-consciousness around receiving and maintaining a sense of security. Yes, fixed signs, you do feel like many times, will you be able to afford certain things in your life? Will you be able to find that sense of comfortability? Are you worthy of having these things in your life? And if you continue to feel or have a scarce mindset, a mindset where it's gonna slip out of your fingers, you're not gonna be able to keep these things, you will never really attain much in your life. So it's very important as a fixed sign, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius, and those who have stelliums or planets in their 2nd, 5th, 8th, or 11th, to understand that if you don't feel like you're able to receive and you are deserving, you will always be in a mindset where you can work in greed, do very strange things for a piece of change, and just always be in a space where you are always having a power struggle with even purchasing yourself things, saving up for things. There is an insecurity with resources in this lifetime. Another thing for the fixed signs is also accepting that you're not always the best at keeping friendships. You may be more focused in keeping intimate relationships. Fixed signs are lover boys and lover girls, so many times they could be more focused on their partner, their children, the home that they create, rather than building friendships and relationships outside of the home or outside of intimate sexual relations. While it's very important to keep your family and your lovers close, you can end up feeling very lonely when you're a fixed sign, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius, because you're not building other relationships outside of the intimate ones. And when you do that to yourself, you're also losing out on opportunities. You're losing out on platonic love. Like, you don't always want to be in situations where you have to be sleeping with someone for them to give you things. There's people out there that can give you opportunities and give you a sense of security and just even help you build possessions just because you're their friend, just because you're a great support system to them. So don't block yourself from opportunities and from other forms of true love and security because you're not sleeping with this person. Friendships are out there for you, and it's important that you maintain a community. So when you do get a broken heart, or you do an intimate relationship does end for you, you do have some people you can fall back on, lean on in your life. You don't have to do this all alone, and you don't always have to have it all together just to have some friends. There's people that are just trying to rebuild themselves as well, trying to figure themselves out, that would love you as a friend. Mutable signs, so Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius. It's important that you accept the feeling of feeling displaced in life. You may feel like you're never too sure if you're in the right area. You're always having a constant feeling of needing to move. And this is because in another lifetime, you were probably a nomad, multilingual, and it was important for you to expand your horizons. So if you're moving every 3 years as a mutable, that's not crazy. If you have Saturn in mutable, Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius, you'll move every 7 years. Like right now as a mutable, Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius, with Saturn being in Piscean, you can be moving. You can be thinking about moving, or very really open to the fact that next year when Saturn starts to move into Aries, that you'll be on your way to making major shifts in your life, especially for 2026 when Uranus moves into Gemini. So it's just really important that you are open to the fact that it's okay if you're not always too sure that you're going to stay here. And mutable, since the mutable energy starts with the 3, Gemini, the 3rd house, you can be moving every 3 years. And that's not something you should feel crazy about. Many of you can even have dual citizenships, be on the road a lot, open up a space where you have 2 homes, 2 major locations, and that's all right. Another thing for mutable placements is to accept that you are multi-talented, multifaceted. And while this can disrupt your sense of tunnel vision, it's okay if you are interested in many things. Try to see how you can build different departments in your life, where you do a bundle deal, where you're able to be knowledgeable of many different things. Yes, you are a jack of all trades, and that doesn't make you crazy. While other people may try to put you in a box and make you feel like you should have this tunnel vision, just one goal, one path, that's not you. You are a curious soul, and you may have worked many odd jobs, which makes you a reliable energy, because people may find that you are knowledgeable of many different things. So don't box yourself in. You're a traveler. So while you go on this path of traveling and going into different cities, going to different areas, you're going to meet different people that stimulate you in different ways. And don't box yourself in. See how you can find 3 things that you're truly interested in, and how you can connect the dots between those 3 things. And you'll find your way. You are an energy that is supposed to be an encyclopedia to people. A conversationalist, naturally. And even though sometimes you can give unsolicited advice, some people may really like that about you because you come off brilliant. Mutables are very smart people. Let it be street smarts or book smarts. So don't box yourself in that way. So guys, I hope this gives you, just some understanding about your modality, where you fit in, what's going to be some of your biggest struggles, and how to overcome them. Love is love. Umi Genevieve. Happy holidays. Thank you, thank you, thank you.